Balikan natin yung sa Filipino Journal. Kasi noong time na yon, meron pa po bang ibang diaryo sa Manitoba at the time?
Wala.
So siya yung first
Yes,
in Manitoba.
Yes. We're the oldest Filipino newspaper in the Western Canada. We have in Toronto yung
Balita
kay Ruben Cosipag, also my best friend in Manila because he was also a reporter in Manila.
Oh, okay.
So, Evening News Manila siya.
As a media man, you've been observing yung pandemic response ng, of course, Canada and sa Pilipinas and our neighbor to the south, who is now the epicenter of the global pandemic.
Well,
how would you rate
my column with the Republic of Dubu is the pandemic or the COVID-19 as a litmus test for leadership.
Okay.
You can single out what kind of a leader because of this pandemic.
Okay.
If he is a proactive or as a low starter, or there is no political will, and makikita mo dyan ang sabog ang utak, like our neighbor.
Okay.
And last night I was at the CNN, the pandemic of the president, a little bit of CNN documentary about the beginning of the pandemic, and I said, "Oh my Lord, that the president is a hoax. That will be somebody's coming. That virus will be and then you have to take disinfectant and so on." And the pandemic, COVID-19, is a good litmus test for any kind of a leader. For Duterte, for Trudeau, for Trump, for Merkel, and for the Spanish, and for the Italian, the prime ministers all over the world. Singapore ngayon, nag-second wave.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the highest cases now.
Was it higher than your previous wave?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
so following yung trend ng Spanish
flu. Because as far as I know, that country opened earlier. They opened the business earlier, and that's my concern about Manitoba.
Oh, okay. So you agree about
because
this opening.
Because to experience COVID-19 is no joke.
Yeah.
Either you write already before you enter the hospital, you write your will and testament.
What do you make of this proliferation of fake news?
Well, there is so much freedom of expression, and the social media is not very strong enough to curtail those news that are not real. You can create any kind of news through social media.
Okay.
And you have to have your own self-editing or self-censorship, if it's true or not. Because sometimes you would believe that it's true, but in reality it's not. But you have to get the best source or the immediate source of the news. Not from the proliferation of so many news media, like there are so many new media organizations and outlets that are shown in the internet. And you should know the organizers, you should know the owner, and you should know the source of that news.
Lately, there's this article that Post Media Network will be closing several of its newspapers.
Yes.
Do you want to comment about that? Of course, as a newspaper publisher.
Well, our newspaper had been suffering from financial distress because there were so many cancellations of ads, and it's common to all printed media and so on, printed media and even in broadcast media.
Right.
Because no more advertising, and because advertising is the lifeblood of any organized. Unless you make your newspaper as your medium for your promotion of your own business, that is we call it, you subsidize your newspaper as a medium for your business or for your artistic freedom and so on. But if you rely on the revenue for advertisers nowadays, no, it's almost zero.
Yeah, but with Filipino Journal, meron din siyang vibrant website, di po ba?
Yes.
So
We
what?
have also digital form, and the post media. I think that was the last nail in the coffin, because so many community newspapers all over Canada owned by post media. I think there will be 87 community newspapers.
Oh,
Because post media is like Winnipeg Sun is owned by post media.
mhm.
So in Manitoba, I think there are seven.
I think
There's
so. Yeah,
there's
yeah.
seven community newspapers. You have Selkirk, you have Minnedosa. I forgot all the names, because
Yeah.
most of those were bought by
Yeah.
by the former owner of Winnipeg Sun, as a French publisher in Quebec, and then later on sold it to Post Media.
What advice can you give to the other media entities out there so that they can weather these challenging times of yung dwindling advertisers?
Well, a Filipino Journal has been the oldest Filipino newspaper in the Western Canada, and at the same time as the pulse of the community since 1987. And if we have to go forward, we have to have digital platform.
Mm-hmm.
And our management, led by Donna Medina Cantiveros as a project manager, and with the help of Clarence also as our graphic designer, and also Ron also, and myself, he would like to have a much relevant newspaper in the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And to tell you frankly, not only before the pandemic, before the COVID-19, the newspaper, the print media is already suffering. So many advertisers would like to advertise in the digital platform.
Mm-hmm.
And compounded by the pandemic here, and it has gone down to very few pages and no advertisers.
Mm-hmm.
But because we would like to maintain our role in the community as the pulse of the Filipino community, we have to go on. Although we have to sacrifice something in order to have more information to be disseminated to the community at large, not only within the Filipino community, but the community at large and outside the city of Winnipeg. So advertiser is very they try to value their advertising dollars, and of course the advertiser expecting a response from the customers who would like to read their copy, their advertising in a digital format. And we're trying to be ahead of time and relevant in time, and trying to wage the war against the the tightening of advertising dollars among the advertisers. And we can go forward, and we have so many columnists, and we value so much our contributor columnists like you, Chris, and thank you for being a part of the Filipino Journal, and trying to have that beautiful moniker as Barangay Manitoba. And that's only the first step to go further. So we are working hard in order to address that problem in print media. We try to work hard, like being the project manager of the Filipino Journal, Donna,
Mm-hmm.
in advertising and contacting the writers and the columnists, and myself, I'm helping also, so that at the age of 78, although it's still alive and kicking, but
Oh, you just revealed your age. Oh no!
so in a way,
I never probed.
no, I'll be going through 78, and it's so much blessing already to become 78. So anyway, that's the setup. That's what's going on in the print media, and I feel sorry for the post media that they will have to stop so many community publications and it will be considered as a little bit of the dirt of medium, so that the community can put up their activities, and who knows, that there might be some people who would like to know what happened 25 years ago, and if the community newspaper is gone, there will be no connection with the past.
Yeah.